You know I had to do it. Yeah. One thing I've noticed, I think this is one of the first Sonic games I've ever seen to actually feature volume controls like this, where you can actually adjust the volume of the music and the sound effects separately. To think this is like one thing that this game has, but Colors Ultimate doesn't. Anyways, welcome back to more Silver stuff in Sonic the 06. You can just call me Stent, and last time I decided to cut it early so that we could spend some more time this stream just wrapping up Silver Story. 14 music is... Oh, I know. I also decided to finish off where I did so we get the chance to watch the best scene in the game again. Here we go. Isn't this just the most exciting?
Chaos control.
The peak of Silver's character, everybody! He's not getting any better than this.
You don't bother with the Chaos Emerald's power.
I do find it kind of hilarious because all throughout the game, Silver's just been absolutely dominating and been the complete total example of power creep up until Shadow just completely curb stomps him with that roundhouse kick. He never fully recovered. Shadow just kicked him straight into irrelevancy. What a way to open up the stream. You know I had to do it. You know I had to get this one in there. We get to see it a couple more times as well. Aren't you excited?
Chaos control. I won't let anyone get in my way. I'll change the past and save the world.
There's no changing your past, Silver. Your irrelevance is a fixed point in time. You are doomed to end up at Pizza Hut.
What are you talking about? To discover what happened.
Sonic Team has spoken, Silver. They've deemed your past too confusing. You're not marketable enough. You're less relevant than Big. Think about that. Where are they keeping those emeralds? You don't want to know. You don't want to know where they're keeping those emeralds. Hey, no fair! You can start them at angle opportunity to crush you into a paper ball. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Silver never really does that. It's like he has all these super powerful psychic powers and yet doesn't go full elfin light on anybody. I was wondering when you'd notice. For some reason, this fits rather well, I think. Welcome to the True Lab, everybody. What the F? Gee, Silver, it looks like we're on some sort of pacifist route. Shadow, what on earth are you talking about? I'm from 200 years in the future, I don't get your memes. They're deader than dead. They're so dead that they came back to life 3 times already and then got absolutely buried again in the apocalypse. How does that work? Professor Gaster, we can't open a multiversal rift, it's too dangerous.
Okay, then leave Iblis to me.
I can't believe it. Wing Gaster was the one who summoned Solaris into this universe.
Seal it with this. Hurry!
Alright, fine, I'll take your Master Ball, old man. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Again, I did think it was quite fitting. Hey, Shadow, look, it's Wing Gaster. Kill him.
A laboratory like this? Under Soul
It's more likely than you think, Silver. Unfortunately, there's no amalgamates here for us to worry about, it's just more jam monsters. For me to just slap in the face and crumple it... You wonder why Silver doesn't just crumple everyone he comes across into paper balls. And remember, everybody gets one. Oh yeah, I think this is the first time we're actually playing a Shadow. Enjoy it, everybody. The guy who's supposed to have the best story in the game. Where are we going? Oh, through there. Thanks, camera. Now, of course, I don't have any Shadows upgrades, so it's going to be interesting seeing how he plays for the first time. It's like Sonic, but, arguably worse. At the very least, it feels as though he steers better. He's at a more manageable speed, which is sort of a damning indictment for a Sonic game. It's like, ah yes, the character is slower and therefore better. And that the controls and how sensitive they are don't absolutely screw you over as much. I don't know, in terms of movement speed for this game, Shadow feels just right in my opinion. There's no strength! Yeah, I will admit that Shadow has some pretty good lines in this.
Shadow, I'll be looking out for your truth.
I mean, you just showed me, for what it's worth, Shadow, you just showed me like a ball of fire and some black goo. I guess that just means my entire worldview's changed now. Okay, bye.
I will admit, Silver ended up changing his mind about this whole siding with Mephiles thing super quick. I mean, I guess you could say he had his doubts, but outside of that whole "is it best if I kill somebody to save the world" plays moment, it feels as though this sort of came out of nowhere a little bit. Maybe for me at least. Maybe it's just, unlike most Sonic fans, just complete media literacy, har har. I got it right that time, first time, haha! What was that all about? Apparently, the spike ball projectiles forgot they have hitboxes. Okay, this is going to be quite interesting. Just pretending to be I was going to say pretending to be Flappy Bird all the way across, but it doesn't seem too necessary. We get to just... I will admit it, just using Silver Psychic powers like this is kind of funny. Just throwing these rubber balls into the bat enemies. Okay, I guess the ground pound's not going to work too much on you. How's that? Now I get to crumple you into a paper ball. Yeah, I have no idea why, but despite having tectonic speed, Silver I find just to be the most fun character to play in this game. I think I already mentioned that before, but it's kind of baffling in a way. It's like in a Sonic the Hedgehog game, the best character is the slowest one. It's like if you went back to Sonic Adventure and Big was the best character to play as. And yeah, honestly, I did mention before that I feel as though Silver is sort of a poor match for the series, especially nowadays, where he's kind of just... Well, one, the irrelevancy doesn't really help, but honestly, I just don't really like the whole doomed future aspect. I already mentioned this previously about how I kind of wish they just either went the Trunks route with Multiverse Theory, or just made the time travel more of a one-way trip sort of deal, so Silver doesn't fully know the truth about what he's getting into, and just like,
I only have one shot to save the future, or a future, or whatever.
I still feel that could prove to be a bit more of an interesting conundrum for Silver, where he knows so much up to a certain point. Oh yeah, you can also... I was gonna say you can use these guys as ammunition, but probably... I just love how they crumble to the floor, like... One thing I will give this game, it can be super entertaining with its funny ragdolls. I kinda wish we got more of those, just... Especially the dog enemies. Just absolutely turning into spaghetti whenever you throw anything at them. Okay, we're back here again. Oh boy, it's time for the best part of the whole stage. Funny riding on rubber ball section, which moves significantly faster than Silver. This is kind of unnerving, just... How is it that this giant, lack of aerodynamics whatsoever ball can move so much faster than Silver when he's just walking? I never get this. Is he still from... Oh! Is he still from the future in current count? Yes, he is. Alright, I guess I'll just die then. But that's the thing as well. With Silver's storylines, because he's from the future, you have to always have it so the future's doomed so that he can participate. Otherwise, he's just sort of doomed forever to be in party games and side games like Zero Gravity or the Olympic games. That must be kind of sad that most people's first time playing as Silver would probably be one of the Olympic games. Or Freeriders, now that I think about it. Or heck, maybe even as, definitely real Knight of the Round Table in Black Knight. Because he was supposed to be Sir Galahad, the ultimate Gary Stu character. The replacement for Lancelot because nobody liked the adultery angle. I already made that joke. I'm sorry, it's just another very hot day today, and my fan is broken. I was just coming back from, Pathfinder session on Friday. I should probably stop joking about that. And when I was trying to get stuff out the boot, I accidentally dropped my fan into the road, and the actual cap which holds the blades to the fan, it cracked. So, probably gonna be looking for a new means of cooling my room at some point. Especially since, supposedly upcoming this week, it's going to be yet another Scorcher. Which is kind of weird, because you don't really expect that from Britain, do you? It's mostly... You mostly just expect cold, wet, and miserable. Oh. I guess... Sorry about that. I'm sure I'll manage, Of course, we have to resort to fans because, supposedly, this is freak weather. And as such, it's not really worth getting air conditioning. Even though, I think everybody and their auntie would agree, maybe air conditioning isn't too bad of an idea. Like, I know it's basically just a must in the Americas. I think air conditioning here is sort of like heaters in Japan, where it's normally not very cold, so they don't tend to bother, and just sort of have makeshift, temporary alternative solutions, like kontetsus. It sort of feels like that, except, of course, it's far easier to heat up than it is to cool down, I've noticed. Okay, dude, no need to be so dramatic about your death scene there.
Great!
We're doing this again. I will admit, I did find there were quite a few interesting sort of, puzzles, as it were, when it came to this level in Project 06, where you had to go for all this separate stuff to get new abilities for Silver to bring him more in line with the actual cast, like actually letting him have a jump ball, and giving him his Psycho Cut from Generations. I do find it funny though, just the first thing they decide to give Silver in order to improve his moveset is basically just a projectile. You know, because I guess, oh, here we go again. I guess people just, weren't too fond of the prospect of just, using the physics. Can I... Yep, looks like it's Silver. Anyways, we're dead. I'm just thinking, this sort of... I'm just wondering if the waters here is just like, what was it? The peroxide stuff from the vamp fight in MGS2? Where you sink under it and then you never come up again? At least that's what I'm reminded of. That's and then just some vamp just going, purified hydrogen, ooga booga booga. I miss those comics. I don't think anybody remembers those comics who isn't old like me. Okay. I guess... Oh. There's a switch. No, Silver, we just ended up going into the Hollow Earth. We're over water and underwater and everywhere in between. The water is a trans-dimensional thing. It exists on a completely different plane of existence. Where am I going with this? Come on, ground pound. There we go. Still find that super satisfying to do. Oh, can I make it over here? Nothing seems to be stopping me from making it over here. There we go, got him eventually. Getting an awful lot of these medals here, I've noticed. Again, it really is just like Hedgehog, where it's super easy because you're not going at Mach 1 constantly. You actually have time to look around. I will admit, I do think that if this was polished, this would likely make for an interesting standalone game, but again, I'm not certain how many people would have wanted this prior to 06 coming out and Silver for some reason getting a fan following. As you can probably tell, I'm not the most fond of Silver. Now when I think about it, no idea as to why though. Oh, they handily provided a spare. Seems kind of awkward going through here in absolute silence. It's like, oh yes, all the enemies have gone, and now the whole fun crossfire segment doesn't happen anymore. Get yourself open, you. We're already at 11 minutes. Ah yes. My favorite mechanic, just the kill switch, where you just press it and all the enemies just die in front of you.
Oh, this is just like those old Tom Cruise movies, like Mission Impossible... What are we up to now, like 18? When they brought him back as like a robot or something, I don't know.
Do you think that if they were allowed to get away with it, Hollywood would just make non-stop Mission Impossible movies? I mean, if Jurassic World 7 is anything to go by, then they still do sell. So, maybe? Ah yes, you crush him in a goal. I crushed him into such a dense material that a goal ring appeared where he stood. Okay, I'm guessing I didn't do too well. Tom Cruise doesn't die, he's immortal. Ah yes, that's the power of Scientology, I guess. Xenu granted him immortality. Or something, I don't know. Am I allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. Actually, no. Mission Impossible is over. Mission Movie was the last one. The last one until the next one, yeah. I getcha.
Ah, my Christmas tree light abilities aren't working. This usually works.
Hey, what are you doing? You've got to leave.
Yeah, the fire exit's like everywhere.
Flame has been entrusted to the royal family.
Oh yes.
Flames of disaster will awaken if nothing is done. That
It's time for Plot Hole Central. Where did he pull that Chaos Emerald?
eternal sun. The living flame that has been entrusted to the royal family.
He's just... Somehow he looks worse than the player models in Halo 3.
The royal soul.
Where they all look like melted plastic. It's like melted plastic, except, not as well rendered. So yeah, he basically just, seals Iblis in his daughter. as opposed to sealing it in himself and allowing Iblis to die with him. It's not 100% clear as to whether or not Iblis will be released if the host dies or whatever.
I'm sorry, but
You okay, dude? You look super bloodshot.
to a safe place.
So, anywhere else?
This never did make sense.
That's a good girl, Elise. Remember, be brave. Don't cry, no matter what happens.
Ah yes, you're asking a 7-year-old whose parents are both dead not to cry. This is definitely going to end well.
Become a strong queen who doesn't cry, no matter what happens.
I mean, I get it sounds, super epic and whatnot, but it still doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel this game really, tries to go for the rule of cool, but goes about it in an absolutely deadpan, 100% serious kind of way. I know a lot of people complain about this game being too serious, but it's sort of like Frontiers, in which there really needs to be a balance in tone, I reckon. I always thought that Adventure and Adventure 2 was sort of the best balance. And Black Knight. In which they could actually be funny.
Yes.
Intentionally funny.
Yes. The flames are properly sealed. It's done.
Though I do give it about 10 minutes, 15 if she's a sleepy girl. Oh, we're so boned, aren't we, Shadow?
Don't look at me. I wasn't there for it when it happened. Anyways, here's the Master Ball, or Master Pole, or whatever.
You're going to leave it behind?
Yes, I already know what becomes of it in the
So, according to Shadow, the time travel here seems to work on some sort of closed-loop system, where it's everything is predetermined and changing the past is impossible, except what does that make for Sonic's ending? What does that mean for what's about to happen in a moment? Some good stuff, conceptual execution and presentation. Yeah, pretty much. Presentation also doesn't help at all, considering the art style is just... I get what they were going for, but they shouldn't have. I'm just gonna say they shouldn't have.
Oh, great, she's waking up. She's about to cry. The whole world's gonna be doomed in like 5 seconds. Alright, I guess in order to stop this, I'm gonna break the cannon. This'll work somehow, right?
RS is Radio Olympics. Oh.
It's a lucky charm.
So, yeah. Silver apparently leaves Elise with the blue Chaos Emerald, and it's implied that she's kept it for 10 years up until she gives it to Sonic at the start of his story. Meaning the blue emerald wasn't there for Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, or any of the side games. Meaning they couldn't have happened in this continuity. Absolutely not.
What did you see?
Also, I was still watching out in the distance when you got the roundhouse kicked in the back of the head. That was the funniest stuff I've ever seen, Silver.
They're quite noisy.
Yes, they're debating as to whether I should be the main character of this story now, considering you seem to cock it up super badly.
What if his ultimate objective was to release Iblis?
You didn't think to ask around about that, Silver. You were curious about what Robotnik was up to, and you didn't think to stop around and ask at all. Honestly, Silver, I have no idea why you were put in charge of this operation. No joke, what has been Blaze doing this entire time? Nothing!
It's almost as though she may as well have not been in the game at all. It was definitely worth just shattering the cannon even more to bring her here.
I'm going to stop Dr. Eggman no matter what. Blaze,
Robotnik must be stopped, no matter the cost. Silver, just stop. It sounds less cool when you do it.
Heard the yes, we heard the screams. The screams inside. Ah yes, we have to take Anna somewhere. She knows the secret. What is the secret? I don't know. Does it have something to do with the fact that she's related to Soliana, or the Soul Emeralds? Am I going anywhere with this? Probably not. Yep, just gotta carefully escort Anna there. Carefully.
You know, I could probably just pick her up like a doll and just carry her across the city. We could just go over to the rooftops. Could be like Aladdin. Or Peter Pan or whatever. Or, you know, I could just use these conveniently placed barrels.
Ah yes, just using missiles to defeat an unarmed woman. And people complain about certain militaries nowadays using excessive force. What is this? Still super satisfying to do that.
Alright, I think I could just slap you...
That somehow worked. I wasn't actually expecting that to work. Oh. I forgot you were there for a second. Hold on, let me just crumple up some more tinfoil. He just saw what I did to that robot and just said, "No, I've had enough. I don't want to be paper ball. I don't want to be put in waste paper baskets. I would rather drown." Actually slid that. I'm not even sure I did anything. He just did that on his own. I'm just imagining what this game would look like if it had proper badniks, like in Adventure 1, or the Egg Pawns, rather than just discount gun robots. With these ones, which may be bringing up a little bit of trauma from last night. No idea why. I'm not scared of spiders. Oh. Okay, there's more that spawned over here. Just give me a sec. Not sure if they're actually gonna do anything. Yeah, it does feel kind of funny doing this. Just Robotnik's highly advanced robots that are completely helpless against, Jedi mind powers. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Oh look, and everybody's here cheering for us, even though... How long did it take for them to set this up? I gotta wonder. Actually, slap that robot mid-air was pretty cool. Yeah, I did what I could. I wasn't actually expecting that to work. I think my tea should be cool enough at the moment. I have some peppermint and green tea. Actually, spearmint and green tea. It's quite nice.
Great!
Howdy, Bonnie.
that was easy.
Just looking at that girl over there. I do gotta wonder, are the dance moves here better or worse than in 2077? It's like the ultimate question, which game has the worst dancing moves? I still kind of find that baffling about Cyberpunk, just... Oh yeah, it's time to go into the forest. It's time for me to save up. With the... Oh, it's you again, the 19-year-old that looks like a 90-year-old. Ah, he's already completed the trials. We have to hurry. And, yep. In case Sonic's trials were bad enough, it's time for us to do them again as Sliver. Apparently they thought this whole trial thing was good enough to do twice. Your princess is in mortal danger, fellas. Could you probably just let us pass? Again, if the princess dies because we were too late to save her, I'm gonna be blaming you lot. Alright, and we also have to venture across this massive open plain very slowly. Moving very slowly! Very slowly! Clearly Vampire the Masquerade has the best. Oh, I really gotta see that at some point. I gotta see just how good the dance moves in Vampire the Masquerade are. This is like gonna be reaching a new level of Nirvana. Ah yes, the trial of friendship. You get that, Sylvains, fans? Silver and Blaze are just friends. Just friends and nothing more. Entire livelihood crushed. Yes. How much I value my friends. Oh, this is gonna be well. I'll have to check that out a little bit later. In fact, I'll probably check it out once we're done with this. Ah yes, save the captured Blaze. Yep, I'm just sat here in a box. Kinda reminds me of a little bit of my childhood, actually. Why did my life go so wrong? I'm probably gonna renew my contract after this. Where's my accent going? Because, yep, she's just there. Stood idly in a box. Something about that just seems super humorous to me. It's just like, oh yes, immersion. She's just casually just chilling there. They're just like, well, at least I get to take another break. Okay, more enemies! And for some reason we're now facing the purpley enemies, which I thought were denizens of Mephiles. I don't really get it either, but I know, something about the textures on here, especially on the golems, really reminds me of Sharkboy and Lava Girl for some reason. It's about time, Silva. Anyways, it's time to check out a video. This is probably going to be amazing. On to the next test. Yep, that was definitely a trial. Arguably better than the other trial so far. No send you far away in a flash for me. Anyways, let's have a look at Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at them go. I mean, you say that, but I would say that's legitimately better than in 2077. At least I'd say so. Anyways, second trial. Up next, the trial of memory. Because memory is the key. And memories equal pain. Yeah, just thinking about that series, it just makes me sad. I mean, I know Rooster Teeth is technically back, but at the same... A KH fan's worst fear. Ah yes. Ah yes. If you think mission, go escape. Ah yes, it is my mission. Though it would be a fairly interesting little character arc if he actually did want to just stay here and escape the burning future, having to remember all the whack lore. Yeah. What comes to mind with the words, the flames of disaster! Seal and 10 years ago. Ah yes, Blaze. She is the flames of disaster, apparently. You know what? You know I gotta do it. You know I got. With how much I'm hearing that so often, you know I gotta do it. This is definitely gonna be worth holding the stream for. Trust me. Trust me, this will be worth it. Just gotta find the right thing. Okay, this... Nope. This is becoming less and less worth the trouble. This will do. That wasn't worth it, I'm sorry. But yeah. You're gonna hear it once in the stream, in the series at the very least. Alright, let's just hope that Elgato doesn't pack up from that. Okay, what comes to the words Blue Hedgehog? The hatred. Ah, yes, the real superpower of teamwork. I believe it now. Oh, there it goes. Oh, oh. Okay, we're still good. You have banished all doubt from your mind.
Great! I better get an S rank for that meme.
I need to pull it together.
How? Ah yes, less than 30 seconds, D rank. D rank, go down to the depths of shame with you. Put on the dress of shame, Silver. Congratulations, Silver, you are now free of sin!
Finally, I can be accepted by our Lord and Savior.
Silva, I don't think you should go anywhere with that on the stream, Silva. Apparently, that sort of stuff isn't exactly all that popular.
What do you mean, Blaze?
I have returned. Welcome back. We were trying to find the shop. That was it. We were trying to find a shop. I know there's one around here somewhere. Just can't remember where. Just in case we have more level up items we need to get. Because you never know, there might be something super special for me to spend all these rings I have on. I just sworn that... That's the thing I don't really like about these woods. Very easy to just get lost in. It's like apparently they looked at Meteor Hut and just thought, let's make that bigger. Let's make the whole thing bigger. Who cares if the player gets lost? Oh, there it is. Done. We found it.
You better have something good, Metal Man.
Not being here happens. Well, hopefully you get better. Okay, Heart of Wind. Okay. We already got all the stuff we need, so that was completely pointless. Guess we'll just make our way back then. With this man just standing amongst the mushrooms.
The woods seem different today.
Yeah, I can certainly imagine they are. Just here's hoping you a speedy recovery, man. Anyways, let's finally do this last trial. At long last. We had the trial of friendship. We had the trial of memory. So, Silver actually has accessories. I mean, technically speaking, definitely has a lot less than Sonic. Well, Shadow. He just only gets 4, and a couple of them are deemed mandatory. I guess the Trial of Hurts. What is the Trial of Hurts gonna be? Is it that Silver's gonna be fighting his nobody and his heartless simultaneously?
I was number 14 this whole time.
Oh, battle the enemy without any objects. Oh no, how am I possibly going to make it through this? I am absolutely powerless without boxes. Except you carry missiles. Idiots. This is why you never use missiles against the Jedi. In fact, when it comes to fighting Jedi, you should probably just bring flamethrowers. They don't tend to be able to fend against those as well. Or, you know, bullets. Kinda makes you wonder... I've seen a little bit of stuff in the Star Wars EU, but I don't think I've actually seen too much of a Jedi going up against, like, a machine gun, which is kinda weird because... slug throwers or just conventional ballistic weapons were everywhere in Shatterpoint, and yet I don't think they, well, I meant I probably do have to go through Shatterpoint again at some point. I don't think being at work really helped it sink in all that well. Also, yeah... oh no, I'm absolutely helpless without boxes. What am I possibly going to do? Especially when the enemies just keep throwing projectiles at me, which I can use as ammunition. It's like, what could I possibly do?
One day I know I'll be as powerful as Gen 1 Mewtwo. Silva, just keep dreaming, Silva. I'm sure you'll get there eventually. You won't. You won't.
Finally gone over with. Well, hopefully it does recover swiftly. Ah yes, those trials were far more trivial than Sonic's.
Looks like I'm on a roll.
Except I can't roll in this game because I'm not a Sonic character.
Heck, even Big could roll in Heroes. Silva hasn't rolled a single time as far as I'm aware. Again, this is the guy who needed a jetpack to get around the loop in Brawl. And yep, here he comes. Here comes the Eagle. The Eagles are coming! The Eagles are coming! The Eagles have came! Yeah, that was a mistake. Anyways, back to Kingdom Valley. It's time to play as Sonic again. Running very slowly.
Oh no, what could I possibly do against a whole bunch of level 1 badniks? Oh, I guess nothing, I guess. I'm super cool, believe me! Wasn't that super cool, Sonic?
You look like you're in a hurry.
Yeah, sure, Silver.
Why didn't Frodo and Sag just use these to get to Mount Doom? Are they stupid?
I need to rescue the princess.
Oh, we're not getting into that whole argument. I mean, I do say that, but as far as I'm aware, at least what I picked up from when I've been listening through Lord of the Rings books, I think the Eagles are generally supposed to be the equivalent of divine intervention in Lord of the Rings books, because there is a fair bit of religious symbolism, as far as I'm aware, with Gandalf being an angel. And, when you think about it like that, you can't expect God to do all the work. Insert Fallout New Vegas joke here. Always thought to... Yeah, at least that's what I picked up. Though I imagine it's only a matter of time before The Lord of the Rings is considered a banned book. And a banned film, for that matter. It's like the Could you imagine just a world in which the only Lord of the Rings you're allowed to consume is Rings of Power? It's like, no Lord of the Rings, no Hobbit, no Silmarillion. Maybe the Hobbit trilogy, but aside from that, just Rings of Power for everybody. You will like it. Oh yeah, you can just do that. You're supposed to use... Again. More physics puzzles. Consume the product.
Oh yeah, this is just like the first boss in Sonic 1, remember?
Look at that. That just clipped right through those stairs. I'm not the only one who saw that, right? I mean, it was kind of hard not to see with all the slowdown. This game is very well optimized. Alright, I think there's something up there I have to release.
Well, now what am I gonna do?
Oh wait, I could probably just bypass this, can't I? Just, casually just Flappy Hog over here. The sea is always right. Cast her back in! I'm just reminded of so many reviews of the Rings of Power, which is just meme on that to high heaven and back. We'll probably have to look into that. Oh, so yeah, the bars just bend on their own now. Yeah, they really are just going in at it with this whole, psychic stuff and manipulating the environment. I mean, it's cool, but... It's one of those things where I get the sense this would have been better off as its own game, if you get what I mean. Anyways, let's go up here. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. It's time again. Ready for it? Ready? Glorious. This is the most satisfying thing in the game.
Great!
Get up. Oh, and apparently as Silver you can pick up lasers and throw them. I don't get it. What happened to that robot there? Just... This game and its ragdolls, man. It's a treasure. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Or see, I could just do this. You know, I'm thinking if we do end up wrapping up earlier than expected, I'm probably just gonna go back and do some more jank things with Sonic. Because there's some things which I had planned to do, but didn't really have time to get around to them. This will probably be a good opportunity to go back to it, because I have a feeling once we get to Shadow, eventually with all the slowdown, I'm probably just gonna skip right ahead to the last story if we have time. I either feel to know that Mount Doom came to be because Samobo jammed a sword into a rock. I hate it. I hate it so much. Mordor was created by Mousetrap shenanigans. If you remember Mousetrap. The game where you don't wait. The whole game where you just skip the game and just watch the trap go because people really love Rube Goldberg machines. I don't think anybody in the universe has actually played Mousetrap. They just set up the trap and just watched it go. Hey Fisco, I was just in the middle of talking about Mousetrap. How many of you in the audience have actually played Mousetrap, just for confirmation? Because I can... Whoa! I was just about to say, that just looks like it's stuck there. Mousetraps are fun. Yeah, so I've heard. Again, just, let me know if you've actually played Mousetrap properly in your life and not just set up the trap and watched it go. Like everybody else in the universe, probably. Oh, that was a mistake. Can I... Yep. Made it. Okay, I guess this really feels like a weird remix version of Silver's version of Kingdom Valley from Sonic's version. Never really played board games. Ah, my condolences. Now I'm just imagining Vel reenacting that old Boogie video where he's playing Monopoly. Or was it Catan? It was a board game where he was getting super heated about it. Back when people thought Boogie was a funny guy and not just a tragedy. You know, before Tipples. Just letting that sink in. And then again, I suppose board games have gotten a bad rap from multiple ways over the years. Mostly just from Monopoly, because it's like everybody has a Monopoly set and everybody hates playing Monopoly. So why do people opt to play it? The world may never know. Our family does have quite a few various different types of board games, like ones which are just cards, ones which actually have boards, ones which are like tile building ones. I'm just thinking, if I'm not 100% certain as to how a streaming channel will go if it was just us playing board games, but I think the family would have a lot of questions about that, more than they already do. Played Mexican bingo when I was a kid, it was... Ah. How many times was Belize mentioned? And Chicago sunroofs. That's the main thing that comes to mind now when I think of bingo. Also, why do these guys have drills for feet? I don't think I've actually seen them use those ever. Also, where am I going? Oh, over there, I think? Over there, I think. There's an eagle over there, so we can just hitch a ride, I think. In comparison, for Monopoly, $20. Ah. Oh yeah, that also reminds me of another board game we played in the past. A domino-based game called Mexican Train. No idea why it's called Mexican Train. But it's basically just a game where you have to have a set of dominoes and you have to basically put them all down the line. You have your own line which you put your things down upon. And then there's an extra line in which you can put spare ones on and systematically screw people over. It's one of those games. I'm pretty sure I could link you the rules to the Mexican Train at some point once this is all over. I mean, then again, we got loading screens, so I could probably just look it up right now. Eventually. Yeah, it was a fun domino game. Again, I have no idea as to whether people will be interested in board game streams or not. Oh yeah. Getting into the final stretch with Silver with the music which played when Sonic was walking on water. I think Sonic might actually be the second character to walk on water, because as much as he hates to admit... Oh, hey Sonic, speaking of which. As much as he hates to admit it, the only other character who is more Christ-like than Sonic in this game is Archie Knuckles. Who actually did walk on water and lead his people to the Promised Land. I wonder how many times we're gonna have to see characters just jump into a boost pad like that. It's a complete mystery. Also, yeah, I'm just wondering, it would be super satisfying if the Rainbow Gem actually did exist and I could just use it here. Just absolutely blitz the entirety of this segment. I mean, granted, I still have a fair bit of stuff for me to use, like, the ability to just slow down the clock. Again, this... Oh, hey, Silver. Thankfully, I don't have to go for another perilous bounce bracelet section. Thank you, Silver. That's like the one use you've had. Circumventing that. And completely destroying the game by abusing the Havoc engine. I'm guessing it's implied that Sonic went on ahead and the stairs just fell down behind him, so Silver has to just rebuild them again. It's like, Sonic, can you please stop? You're ruining a national monument, you star-spangled bonehead. Silver, where did you pick up language like that? No idea, actually. It's kind of weird. It feels as though I am in the midst of someone else's mind at the moment. It's kind of strange. I think it's a side effect of my psychic powers. Well, stop. It's freaking me out. Well, it doesn't freak you out, does it, Blaze? Oh, Silver, it's freaked me out ever since we first met. Oh, you make me sad now, Blaze. I know, Silver. That was sort of the point. Level's still going. Again, I think it's a fun fact that, did you know that of all the Sonic characters in this game, Silver is the only character whose point of no return features 2 levels that come after it, because, of course, there's no adventure field that leads into Flame Core. Yep, I'm doing that voice again. Can you please just all get lost? I'm not exactly having the best of days ever since I didn't get much sleep last night for reasons. Definitely not traumatic reasons, mind you. Imagine if you just touched the water and still just died there. Like, just dying in the middle of a scripted segment. Well done, Sonic Team. You've outdone yourselves. To be this bad takes ages. I guess meanwhile Sonic's just walking on water at the moment. Get over here, you. You're the last one. Anything you want to say to me? That's what I thought. Amazing ragdoll. Clunk, clunk, clang, clang. Ah yes, just good old source engine clanging. Anyways, let's look up some more Mexican train.
Perfect!
Somehow I got an S rank for that on a mission that lasted 12 minutes. This game, man. This game. At the very least, we get to hear the best voice acting in the series again. Are you ready? So many medals, which I can definitely do stuff with. I don't think there actually is a 100% bonus in this game at all. Like, there's no Green Hill Zone, or Chow bonuses or anything. Oh yeah, here we go again. Any second now. To think we might have actually made it. Elise! No, I'm not ready. Well, too bad. Yeah, to think we might have actually stopped this if we weren't held up by those stupid trials. Well, I guess we're screwed now.
There's still a way to change.
Unless we just break time travel. Slowest crash ever. I don't know, I've seen some pretty slow crashes. It's like I'm watching you fly through a windshield. You're like a car crash in slow motion.
I understand.
I'm pretty sure that's not how the time travel has been set up to work, but alright. Time to break more time, I suppose. Time stones? What are those? Again, I'm led to assume that the Chaos Emeralds aren't supposed to work like this because they haven't worked like this since. It's like one of the many reasons why I'll champion this game being made non-canonical. Because just so much stuff in it just doesn't make any sense, and it wipes its... Yeah, it wipes itself out from canon by itself, so there's no point. Just say Sonic had a nice vacation in Soliana. It's fine. And Silver never existed. Unless you really want to count the Rivals games, which... I'm pretty sure I actually have the capacity to play the Rivals games now. I think. No idea how we ended up back here. I thought we were gonna go back to the past with Sonic.
I know how to save our world now. We don't have to change the past.
Yeah, we could just leave the world in ruin, with nobody in it except you and me, Blaze.
You have a plan?
Honestly, Silver, I'm just so checked out at the moment, I'll just go with whatever.
Well then let's hurry. I sense his flame.
How does that even work, Blaze? Apparently you can sense Iblis. This is the first time you're bringing this up. Yes, this is how you've been able to track down Iblis for so long, but then again, still surprised that you're not, like, absolute demon criminal in this world, which everybody ushers all their anger on. Like Iblis's emissary or something.
I'm coming, Iblis.
Oh, it still gets me every time. For some reason, a lot of the cast is obsessed with saying that. Then again, I suppose a lot of my fan base is also obsessed with saying that, so... who can I really judge? Anyways, Flame Core. Fairly certain this is gonna go a fair bit smoother than with Sonic, mostly just because I don't have to walk on any walls. Also, Knuckles isn't here. Part of me sort of gets the sense that these future levels were mostly just designed with Silver in mind. Can't casually be applying those sorts of things? Yes, I can. I'm not wrong, am I? Yeah, get out of my way! You're in my way, sir! You're standing in my spot! Yeah, with how the combat works in this game, Silver just feels kind of overpowered once you get the ground pound. I mean, it's fun, but at the same time... feels like he was mostly just balanced around his moveset. Once I'll keep my bunny mouth shut. Whatever you say, Val, whatever you say. I'm pretty sure these discount Moltres looking things also have projectiles I can use. I think they're called like chasers, but they don't really chase anything. I mean, it would be interesting to see if these things actually in action in like cutscenes with what they do. Like these things hunting and chasing survivors in this flame-infested hellscape, but apparently there's nobody alive in this universe except for Silver and Blaze. Also, I think I have to go back here again. I think I may have gotten a little bit lost. Which I suppose is kind of on brand for Silver. It's just like, can you Blaze, can you come pick me up? I'm scared. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it across this, so I'm going to go this way. Remember, the flapping always works. You think Silver's bad in that regard.
not even seen half of it yet with Omega. Gonna be having an absolute ball once we get to Shadow's campaign. Just for that alone. Because Omega doesn't have a flight gauge. Wonderful. Yeah, still have no idea what these highly explosive flammable boxes are doing fully intact in the middle of an active volcano. I mean, heck, even these steel containers would probably just melt. Heaven forbid we see wooden containers here. Also, yeah, the flame effect going up the rock there really just reminds me of Mount Boom from Tai 2. And how I was wishing I was playing something else instead. Yeah, thinking about it, I'm pretty sure at this point I do have a fairly bit of a tight schedule in terms of non-Sonic/Pokemon streams, because I'm pretty sure once we hit October I'm going to be playing Night of the Quinken. Which is probably just going to be another thing holding up. I've been meaning to get to Final Fantasy VI, but with all the stuff that I want to play this year, I'm probably going to have to wait to play it till 2026. Because we got Night of the Quinken, and Kingdom Hearts 2 is also 20 years old this year, so I gotta play that. Just thinking, what other games came out in 2020? I mean, in terms of Pokemon stuff, I already did Emerald Legacy, so probably Gale of Darkness at some point. Bypassing Coliseum, which I probably should have streamed last year now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so much slowdown. The full power of the Xbox 360. Which also struggled to run Unleashed. I gotta admit, these crystals also sort of remind me of Tai 2, and Crash. You mustn't forget Crash when it comes to these purple crystals. Otherwise people will get mad. Thanks a bunch, game. What I meant to do was just quickly grab the worms and move, but no. I had to be stuck locked into an animation for me to just die instantly. Thanks a bunch, game. So that's how you do that. Great! I like how there's also just no effect for when you're in invincibility at all. It's just a jingle and no, like, sparkles or aura whatsoever. It's almost as like that was included last minute. Cool games? Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing quite a few of them, especially Kingdom Hearts 2. It's been so long since I played that. I'm just thinking I'm probably not going to go too much into a lot of the Final Mix stuff. Like, maybe I'll do stuff like Lingering Will, but generally speaking, I want to do it more in a vanilla sense. Not 100% certain as to whether this means I'll be streaming the original PS2 international release or not. You know, the one before Final Mix. It would be pretty fun to do, but I think most people would just expect me to be playing Final Mix at this point, so the game was designed. I guess it was designed. That's all you can really say about it. Oh, look at that! Silver's trying to sound like he's cool when he's absolutely not. You think you are him, Silver, but you are not him. You will be doomed forever to have only feats in comics. You are borderline a comic character at this point, Silver. How do you feel?
Well, the fans still seem to appreciate me, so I guess it's not that bad.
Never change, Silver. This could be a really early access game. I mean, you say that, but technically speaking, Night of the Quinkin is early access on Steam for some reason. It's like, oh yes, we got all this fundraising for the first 2 games, and yet Tie Free just gets an early access port on Steam. How does that make you feel? Okay, let's try this again. I can see why they included a projectile for Silver in 06, in Project 06. Oh yeah, I could probably just grab this little fella. I cannot grab that little fella. That will have to do. I just gotta move around and hope it doesn't snipe. There we go. Checkpoints. Checkpoint reach, fellas. Great! And then Iblis just immediately gets in his way. You could not have timed that any better, Silver. Natural comedian. Oh yeah, I remember this part being quite rough. It's like, oh yes, just you gotta do all this tight platforming whilst avoiding the pebbles. Camera, why? Camera, you've betrayed me! Not sure whether that was 100% necessary, but here we are. Thank you, game. Okay. Really helpful, game. This is... Okay, this is gonna lead me somewhere? Okay, over here. It's been a while since I played this level, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, that volcano looks like it's out of a GameCube game as well. Especially with that lava texture. What is that? Oh boy, just conveniently placed still operational boost ramp in the middle of post-apocalyptic Mordor. This is the devs even... Project 06 the devs were working on multiple projects at the time. Anyways. Now we're in the meat of it. We're in the volcano. Where Silver somehow doesn't break his legs upon impact. It always seems kind of weird to me. The fact that they have limbs like pipe cleaners, yet can survive just getting thrown about like it's nobody's business.
What is that thing?
It's a ball.
I'm not entirely certain what you're getting at, Silver. It's just a ball. Also, yeah, you could just carry this as a torch. For what it's worth. Basically just I do find it kind of funny. It's just like, oh yes, in this deep dark cave. All of a sudden we just have these neon glowing platforms. Like, I don't even have to be concentrating on it. It just stays like that permanently. I'm not 100% sure if I actually need one of these, but I'm gonna take one anyway, because it's free. Just like the ducks at the park. I have 47 ducks. I think I'm just gonna go over there. Up. Game. Oh no, it's a me. That went smoother than I was anticipating. Just the power of Silver, ladies and gentlemen. You can just completely make entire armies helpless. Alright, I think we're going this way? Yes, we're going this way. We have enemies that just blink in out of nowhere. Because this game is very well optimized. I will admit, first time I played this really was a bit of an embarrassment for me. Not because of my performance with the game, just for the fact that I was playing it. I'm sure a lot of folks felt the same ways, and as such, I've never exactly seen eye to eye from this game, just from a personal standpoint. Just like, whatever people say this game has in terms of merits, I'm always gonna say that ultimately it's bad. I don't have to deal with any of you. Where am I? I think we have to go over here. I think. Hello? Game, come pick me up, I'm scared. There we go. So yeah, these... I don't think Silver actually just needs to, focus his psychic power or anything. I have no idea exactly how Silver's psychic powers work, because... Is it focus-based? Because apparently with all these platforms it isn't. Like, what exactly are the limitations of it? I ask because of what's going to come up soon. Ah yes, here we are.
Let's move on!
I just ditched my only form of transport. There we go. I too can abuse physics objects. What am I saying? That's my only thing. Just abusing physics objects like I'm Gordon Freeman. Which reminds me, I kind of feel bad that I missed out the crowbar last stream. Well, more specifically, yesterday's stream. Oh, see, I'm pretty sure this area is unique to Silver. Thanks a bunch. Much appreciated, game. Anyways, here we are. Yes, it's time for favorite mechanic in any Sonic game. It gets hot. It sends out a heat wave. You hide. It doesn't hit you. You move on. Great I mean, I say that, I'm pretty sure some of the classic games had a mechanic similar to this. It just, kind of sucks because it's Silver. And it's slow. I mean, so far, though, I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned this, but I generally do feel, despite me not really liking Silver all that much, conceptually, I still think his campaign is the best, so far, because mostly just going off of my experience when I streamed this last time, when my microphone didn't work. And the sense that, oh, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? No. Much appreciated, game.
Not now.
Somehow I knew that was gonna happen. And now, I'm down to an E rank. Or a D rank, because E ranks don't exist anymore. No idea why. Because I've seen a lot of people just saying how the ranking system in modern game titles has just sort of gone downhill, and I am sort of wondering, will there come a time when they just give up on the ranking system altogether because so many people complain about it?
What is that ball of flame?
And just sort of bring it more back down to the classics, where it's just, I declare my rank to be win. And it's all just based on a total score at the end. I mean, I suppose it would be pretty interesting to see how that would work. Just having the classic style scoring system in a more modern title. Probably not anything like Frontiers, obviously. Just generally a more, I guess, something more like Adventure 2 when it's just stage to stage. Not that we'll get anything like that anytime soon, mind you, because of course Sonic Team is dead set on ensuring that Frontiers is the future of the series! Because apparently nobody could settle on what was the best outcome, so we're kind of stuck. Get over here, you. Okay. I think I can actually just fly over there myself. Yep, I can just do this. And then I just gotta wait behind here for it to do its flame attack. Somehow still got hit by that. Okay. Okay, level over. And just like that, with no fanfare, the whole thing just falls apart. And Silver somehow survives this, being trapped in molten, steamy pain. For some reason I thought those invisible... There we go, there we go. And just like that, goal ring and, a dead end.
Great! I totally didn't die at the end, you guys. I'm cool, honest.
That was easy.
Well, I'll take it. Just B rank. B for... I'm not gonna grace that with a response. Final boss time. This game has such a look that was supposed to be more... Yeah, I do definitely get that impression. I do gotta wonder just how much cut content there was for this game.
I'm finally gonna be a hero!
And, I'm here too, I guess. No idea why it wasn't playable at all in that last level, considering I was here as well, but... Oh well. I guess it's just time for the final boss, where I just stand here some more. Why was Blaze even in this game? It's almost as though the whole Amiga system was a genius solution to a problem that should have never existed.
Here I come, Iblis. This will be your end.
But yeah, in terms of the friend/Amiga system, I would have generally preferred if they just stuck to having characters which are important to the plot. I mean, it's a little bit more difficult with Team Dark because they all contribute, but it's like with Sonic's campaign, you could just take out Knuckles. With Silver's campaign, you could probably just take out Blaze entirely and swap Amy's gameplay over to Sonic so the filler actually makes some sense. Because Knuckles has no reason to be here. I think I'm doing a good job. It's sort of like Joshy's Island, where he just slowly advances towards where you're standing. With the easiest attacks to read known to man. Oh no, how could I possibly avoid this? I haven't seen this much harrowing avoiding of projectiles since I fought a certain knight. I'm fine, Blaze. He doesn't go for the middle. Oh yeah, just casually just jump up on his head and poke him in the eye. Also, what would Iblis's final form be? You know, without him being connected to Memphis. I honestly don't know. Oh yeah, here's my favorite attack in the whole game. Watch this. He's summoning Meteor, and yeah, you just catch it. Oh, migraine! Yeah, the fact that Silver could just pick up something that big this entire time. What was his excuse earlier on in the story? Couldn't he have just, Again, it just seems kind of silly, just the... You're talking 06, it doesn't make... Yeah, I get ya. That's it, just come a little closer. Just gotta stand in the middle. It would have been cool if it had cinematic... Yeah, it would have been, but it doesn't have cinematic flair. He's just roaring at me very loudly as if it's anything supposed to do anything.
Give me your best shot, Iblis. You're no match for my psychic powers. Look at me, I'm psychic. I'm super cool. Trust me.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna go for the... He's probably gonna... Yep, he's going for Meteor again. What makes you think that will work the second time? Exactly. Catch. Marvel wishes it had this CGI. I mean, you say that. They probably do it. Down he goes. Just going down for a nice lava bath. I was gonna say, Marvel does sort of wish it has this sort of CGI with some of the... with, like, She-Hulk. You know, the epitome of special effects.
That was easy.
Still somehow only got a B rank for that. But, yeah, that's the end of Silver's story. That did take a little bit longer than I was anticipating, granted, but that's fine. Yep, completed Silver's episode. And now he's just coming back again, because he always comes back. If only I didn't shoot giant balls that can be thrown back at me. It's like I'm dealing with a guy whose whole thing is throwing projectiles. Why would I throw projectiles at him? What's wrong with me?
You cursed flames of disaster!
Now it's time for the sad moment.
Why won't it accept me as the vessel?
Because you're not royal blood, Sylvie, idiot. Come here, let me do it.
Blaze!
I'll take Iblis. Don't worry. My soul is already alit with flames.
That time I'm already a royal, I'm already a princess, so I'm sure it's fine. Nobody understands how this whole time travel thing works anyway, so just get it over with, Silver. Shoot me in the head.
Just stop time, then seal us into a different dimension.
No! I can't do that to you!
Didn't we already go through this? We agreed to save the world at any price.
You're not being very cool right now, Silver. Chickening out at the last moment.
I can't! I wouldn't know what to do without you! You fought alongside me to save the world,
You're like the only other person in this world as well.
right?
You're still so naive. But I've always liked that about you.
That is not a confession, Silver. Cool guys kill their friends, Silver, come on. Fine, I guess I'll do it myself.
Blaze!
Good luck, Silver.
And remember, you were never cool and never will be. Okay, I'm out.
And the sun finally shines on a world which has been completely ruined. I would make a joke about Birmingham, but I think that's already played out. Yep. This lava still running, so it's... Yeah, the world is still irreparably damaged, so... What was that whole thing about not needing to change the past, Silver? Anyways, that's Silver's campaign. As much as the story doesn't make any sense whatsoever, gameplay-wise at the very least, this was the most enjoyable time, and there were some nice moments. What does this fix exactly? I guess no more Iblis attacks, even though there's nobody around left to be attacked aside from Silver. Oh, I disappeared. Now, of course, we get the one thing that Silver's most remembered for, this theme song. There we go, I'm back. Just then takes a little while for the stream to catch up. Kind of what I'm getting. Yeah. It really does feel that this whole plot thing would have been better off if the time travel was just a one-way trip. You clearly out Satan cool, but you've already lost. You lost 200 years ago, Silver. Now you gotta go back and just do what you're gonna do anyway, and just live out your life there in the past because this one's utterly ruined. Except actually is it, because according to Sonic's story, the releasing of Iblis never happened, so Silver's ending should never have happened, and either that or the whole thing should have just been wiped from history in the first place, and Iblis should have never happened, and Silver would have had no reason to go back in time. What smells like burnt toast? The world is still, yeah, the world is still in ruin. It is, yeah, it is a mess. It's like I did go on a little bit of a ramble with the time travel in Explorers of Sky / Time and Darkness. That still made more sense than this. Story fundamentally makes no sense. So I have no idea why people still wanted to be parts of this tapestry of Sonic where everything's supposed to line up perfectly. And you got this thing, which is just throws an entire spanner into the works. Not so much a spanner, but a chainsaw. If I'm right, Silver's also immortal. This is the first time I'm hearing about that. As far as I'm aware, Silver isn't immortal, he's just a time traveler. He just goes back and forth in time just to visit an amusement park for the weekend. Still have no idea how that works, by the way. Like, time stones, chaos emeralds, just... Silver as a character really feels like the epitome of don't think about it too hard. Except in this case, when you think about it at all, it absolutely breaks your brain. It's either a closed loop and Silver is going back and basically fumbling every step the way intended. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Silver does seem that inept. He's totally cool, you guys. I don't think we have to sit for all of this, Yep, we have to sit for all of this. There's no skipping the credits. Actually, there is skipping the credits. I was just pressing the wrong control. We've already seen the credits. And I can probably just play us out with Dreams of Absolution. But, for the time being, we still got like half an hour. I mean, I could just call it here, like I did last time, but there's still some stuff that I want to do. First being, more glitches. I didn't have time last time to mess around with Sonic Sky Blue Gems, so we're gonna do that, whilst we talk some more, if you wish. Yep, I'm back. The main character. Or whatnot. I'm just thinking, I'm pretty certain there's some ways in which you can basically get up to space. Trying to remember which ones. I know there's one in the Great Forest. Trying to remember there's one which you can do here as well. Also, yeah. Just immediately switching to Sonic, this feels so much more jank. So you put it up against one of these, and then just put it up against the high surface like that, and whee! You can just fall outside the map. Not familiar with my Sonic Light, no idea, so what's it called? He's both. He's both. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, we're not doing any quests, we're just gonna be messing around with the physics. First, we're gonna go to the forest. Time travel is just balked and having its cake and eat it. Congrats, you fixed the main silencer song. Now go back and beat your own buddy with the things you plucked in. Yeah, I think it is just the case that the time travel is just balked. The sort of thing that's like you really need to focus more on all these different elements. You know, just trimmed a lot of the fat. I really do sort of get where people are coming from now when they say they didn't want Sonic's stupid friends in tow. Anyways, I'm trying to remember which cliff it was. I think it was this one? No, it was this. It was this one, I think. Where you go up to here. Use the sky blue gem. Yeah, I think I did that a little bit wrong, but I think you can see what we're trying to do here. It's just the camera's not being very cooperative at all. Okay, let's try that again. Yes! Yes! We have liftoff! To space! Welcome to the Soliana space program, where you can send hedgehogs up into outer space. When are they gonna make a Sonic Dating? That's one thing that I've sort of wondered, because I remember in some of the old promo videos for Sonic Adventure, apparently Azuka wanted to make it Sonic Dating Sim. Maybe that was just a joke, but I mean, after Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is like the closest thing we've got, I'm still waiting on more stuff like that. I'm pretty sure at this point, Twitter would go absolutely feral for a Sonic Dating Sim. I mean, whether it be just them going absolutely ballistic over characterization, or just being able to, romance the hedgehog. Oh, there was one in this tree right here. We'll get up there eventually, mark my word. There we go. Let's go to the city. The amount of bottom people you'll have coming out of the... Yeah, exactly. Part of me kind of yearns for it just to see the anarchy. Just pleading anarchy. Probably not the... And excuse me, Rouge is canonically... Yeah, I suppose it doesn't help that they got rid of all the ages around Frontier, so... Apparently, Cream doesn't have a canonical age anymore, for what that's worth. Not sure why I went immediately for Cream there, but... I'm sure you have a faint idea. Anyways, this was what I wanted to come and see. I wanted to see if I could get one of these boxes to go into space. I think I just have to angle them. Yep. We have liftoff. Yeah, you could just hang on the side of this. Just spam the spin kick, and for some reason, it increases the altitude of the crate. Also, it sends me into the... I was fully expecting to go into the sea with that. Imagine going Mach 5 and crashing into a traffic sign. The sign wins. Well, yeah, it's been empowered by Dio. I want to see if I want to do that again. I want to get into space. I want to go to space. There we go. Just don't touch the control. You got it. Yep. This is what everybody loves Sonic 06 for. Being able to do stupid stuff like this. As the clouds rapidly approach. We've broken orbit. He's still going. I was gonna play the thing, but there's something else that I want to do on stream, just to I'm gonna save it for a little... Oh, crate's gone. Now I just have to reenact the end of Final Fantasy VII. Except there's no holy. Yeah, I could see why people love it for stuff like this, but, again... Not I. Such a polished and refined game. Yep, and, nothing happens when you do it like that. Anyways, I think that's all I really wanted to do here. I think think there's some more fun stuff. I mean, obviously there's this. There's some more stuff I think we can do with some of these buildings. It's like one of the things which I remember doing in 06 quite a lot, actually, was just messing around with the Sky Gem and just trying to see if I could break the game with it. Like this. The buildings are hollow. The doors are painted on. I mean, I know this is probably nothing new, but... such refinement. Anyways, there's something else that I wanted to do whilst we're here. I will probably call after this, but there's something that I wanted to do last stream which I never got the chance to do. You can do it without the Sky Blue Gem, but I find it just easier to do. Trial select. There we go. Boss 2, Sliver. We just need the Sky Gem for this, and to not get stun locked and thrown into a wall. I'm out. There we go. And just like that, we are out of the boss arena. You can do this under normal circumstances, but I think it's easier to do with Silver also. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna get you! You're not gonna get away from me, Iblis Trigger!
I think there's a bit that I want to set up to this. Hold up. Whilst we're just sitting here watching Silver doing his mime routine. There's a thing that I want to do. Whilst we're here.
To space, Sonic!
Look at it. Yep. And away we go. Into orbit. May would argue that this is how the game should have ended. Can't believe how easy this is to... Yeah, it is very, very easy. And now we're just sort of stuck here. As Sonic breaks through the atmosphere once more. So how have you been doing this weekend? It's another one where I feel that it didn't last long enough. Yep, still going. There is no sun. All that exists out here is a void. There is nothing beyond the pathetic plastic facsimile that is our world. Tails was right. Life truly is a joke. Weekend was short. That's good. Yep, and then he just kill binds. And now we're just back here. Let's do that again. Amazing. Oh! Oh no! I panicked a little bit. I was in the wrong thing. Yeah, Silver can break out sometimes. Suppose it mostly just depends on where you break out. Like if you do it here... Oh. Well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna go and explore the entirety of the map now. The entire empty map. Except for some reason the bridges don't load. I mean, I say the bridges don't load, but, yeah. For some reason the collision is still here. Ah yes, just I'm going for a nice, lovely stroll around, so... It's like if Silver wasn't in the game at all. Sonic just is... Yep, the vendor's still here. Well, at least the monitor thing. Another bridge which I can just casually walk over. Imagine if we just go into another level from here. That would be amazing. No gate here. But yeah, most of the map is just fully loaded except some of the out-of-bounds bridges. Except for this one for some reason. For some reason, despite this being right next to the boss arena, this bridge doesn't spawn in. So, only the greatest immersion from Sonic Team. Oh yeah, and there's the void. Lovely little bit of void there with the gate just absolutely missing. Anyways, let's go back and see how Silver's doing. You feel like a protagonist yet, Silver? Stuck behind your invisible mime routine? I know how these things work. I've seen Detective Pikachu. I know he's supposed to mime pouring gasoline all over you. Yep, he's still trying. I want to see if I can actually get him out of the arena with me. Hold up. Start over. Yeah, just gotta break out here. And let's see, did Silver... Nope, Silver hasn't broken out. I want to get Silver to break out again. Because he can do that. Alright, Silver. In your own time. Yep, there he is. The chase is on. Catch me if you can, Silver. Silver? Did he just fall in the... I think he immediately just fell in the river. The boss fight is unwinnable now. I've broken it. At least I think he fell in the water. Hey, Zymac, we're just about to wrap up with Silver drowning. Or... yeah, I think he's just under the water. Alright, I think that's all there is to see. Aside from me just running around for a few more minutes, the main... Nah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I think that's gonna be it. Saw Sonic catch my attention. Ah yes, that's what caught your attention. I appreciate that you came to stop by, but we're just about to wrap up. Next time, we're going to be going for the Shadow story. And we'll see how far we get with that. And hopefully, it will only take 2 streams for us to wrap up. But until then, thank you so very much for tuning in to me rambling about how Silver shouldn't be in the series. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.